Your Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Chikage Windler.
Happy Sunday to you. Temperatures are soaring very quickly. I'm meteorologist Chikage Windler, and this just so happens to be the anniversary of the hottest day on record for Austin. September 5th, 2000, we soared to 112 degrees. We did it again on August 28th, 2011, but those two dates in history are the only times it has been that hot since records have been kept. I'm pleased to say we are not going to challenge that record of 112. However, we are likely to see the hottest day of the year so far. In fact, as of lunchtime, already up to 95 degrees, a heat index of 98. And part of the reason that I think we are going to see a spike in temperatures this afternoon is what's called compressional heating ahead of a cold front. Yep, a rare cold front is in North Texas, and it's going to dip down into Central Texas, shifting our winds and bringing lower humidity later on in the week. Along the way, isolated showers and storms possible both today as well as tomorrow. And tomorrow is going to be the cool day of the week, and even it is still above average, right around 98 degrees. So don't get your hopes too high as far as much rain or heat relief. So hottest day of the year, our previous hottest was 101 back on October 1st, August 1st. Incidentally, a very similar scenario where it was ahead of a weak front trying to push in. So isolated storms possible later on this afternoon and evening, and again on Monday, less humid but still hot, and then we'll go for a long dry stretch. Tropical trouble, there has been a disturbance we've been watching that could move into the Gulf of Mexico. It is expected to stay east of Texas. Another system that would be a good 10 days away, still too far out for any specifics, so just keeping an eye on it. Meantime, midday temperatures already in the low to mid 90s. Luckily, the heat index values are not too terribly out of whack, but Lagrange feeling like 102 degrees. So a steamy and hot day. Radar clear so far. You look to the north, though, it's a different story. Through areas along I-20 and through the DFW area, there are some showers and some isolated storms. Here's what I think will be possible. As the front that is to our north starts to drop its way southward, we could see some isolated showers and storms develop. While I'm not expecting severe weather per se, it would not surprise me if we see a gusty thunderstorm or two bring some 50-mile-per-hour winds and torrential rain plus some dangerous lightning. So here's a snapshot from our computer model at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Austin already up to 101 on the way to the high of 102 degrees. Then look for some isolated showers and storms to pop up. Placement, I'm not quite sure about. I'm leaning more heavily toward our northern viewing area, but this particular computer model is suggesting they could make their way all the way into the Austin area as we head through around 6 p.m. on this Sunday evening, and then everything starts to quiet down a bit. So there's your chance, and then we could see a few other very spotty showers or isolated storms as winds shift to the north behind that weak cold front / boundary that drops to our south. For your Monday, jury's still somewhat out. I think temperatures will be still in the 70s, probably still on the muggy-ish side because that cooler, drier, less humid air won't have had time to come in yet. Early indications are the better rain chances may be to our south on Monday. I'm going to keep in a 20% rain chance, but it may be a fairly quiet day, especially from Austin points north as temperatures soar to about 98, and the best rain chances will mainly be from I-10 points to the south. After that, we see a long, dry stretch. Tuesday through Sunday, not only no rain, but more than likely hardly any cloud cover to provide shade. So any rain that we get will be today as well as tomorrow before we see a long dry stretch ensue. Tropics tracker for you, Larry, a Category 3 major hurricane. That 30% development chance still lingering with the system that's pulling off the Yucatan Peninsula. At one point, the development area did include Texas, or at least heading in the direction of Texas. That is no longer the case. If we see some development, the areas of possible concern would be from Louisiana to Florida at this point. As for Larry, what a storm. Look at that eye as this storm spins with 125-mile-per-hour winds. Again, it is a Category 3 storm. Right now, no threat to land, but it is going to make a very close pass to Bermuda as we head through Thursday. It'll still be a Category 2 storm. Bermuda right on the western edge of that forecast cone. As for what to expect for your Monday, temperatures still hot, isolated storms possible, winds shifting to the north and northeast. Those northerly winds should mean lower humidity. So though I've got plenty of heat and more triple digits on the way starting as we head toward Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I think it will be bearable heat, if you can imagine that, with the dew points generally in the 60s, which is kind of nice. So here's that look at the next 7 days, and honestly, things are pretty quiet. I will have that northeasterly wind, which will mean hot, yes, but not too humid. And then as we look ahead to next weekend and finally toward next Monday, we may start to see some moisture pull back in from the Gulf of Mexico, which will heat things up. Air quality issues, Saharan dust still with us, but turning lighter, so it will be in the moderate range today as well as tomorrow. But watch what happens. That plume of dust should start to work its way to the south as those northerly winds from that weak cold front drop to the south. So better air quality to come, and we should see a nice little break from dust through much of the upcoming work week, as well as a break from the humidity. How much rain? Well, this is from the European computer model. Not too exciting. Don't count on much, but if you're lucky, you may pick up a quarter of an inch or so between today and tomorrow's isolated storms. Temperature-wise, looks like we could trend in a warmer direction, as a big ridge of high pressure could be sitting itself overhead, keeping us warmer and drier September 13th through September 19th. So here's your 7-day forecast. After a hottest of the year, 102 possible today with some isolated storms. Still nowhere close again to that record 112, the all-time high set on this day in 2000. Then Monday, we're down to 98. After that, we trend right back up. Shouldn't be too humid, but it should still be plenty hot. Our current tally of triple-digit days is at 7. Today will make 8, Wednesday 9, Thursday 10, Friday 11, Saturday 12. The annual average is 29, so we're still not too bad off. All right, you're all caught up on the forecast. Tune in to Avery to Moscow on CBS Austin News tonight on CBS. Take care.